It's myself Nagraj. Today I'm going to discuss about Industrial Dispute Act 1947. First, briefly I will explain about history of Industrial Dispute Act. During First World War 1914 to 1919 brought a new awakening among working class people who are dominated by employers regarding terms and conditions of the services and wages. Workers restored to strike to fulfill their demands and employers retaliated by declaring holidays. During 1928 to 1929, number of strikes and lockouts to force the government to enact the Trade Dispute Act 1929. But this act is failed to create a favorable atmosphere in the industry and settle the industrial dispute. Even this act is replaced with the Employers and Workmen Dispute Act 1960. And I will now we have discussed about the Industrial Dispute Act. Now, what is Industrial Dispute Act? Industrial Dispute Act is secure industrial peace and harmony by providing machinery and procedure for the settlement of industrial dispute by negotiation. This act deals with the retrenchment process of the employee, procedure for layoff, and procedure and rules for strike and lockout of the company. Now we have discussed about industrial dispute. It means maintaining a healthy environment in the organization. Now we have discussed, if Industrial Dispute Act is not there, what will happen? It will adversely affect on industrial production, efficiency, cost, discipline, technological and economical growth of the country, finally on the welfare of the society. I will give you an example. China have world largest trade union in the world, All China Federation Trade Union. Even they have 190 million members are there. But although the China minimum wages is lower than other countries because it depends upon the supply and demand policy. It means when the supply is high, demand is low, then wage rate goes up. When the demand is low, supply is high, then the wages rate goes down. It depends upon the supply and demand. Even China have also industrial dispute process. They have 4 stages of process. First they will go for consultation, then they will go for mediation, then arbitration, finally they will go for litigation. They have also one committee, labor disputes arbitration committee. Why I have given this example? In China, they have right to strike is removed from the constitution in 1982 as part of modernizing. Although as per labor bulletin of China, more than 10,000 strikes are reported. It means if you are removed from the constitution also, industrial disputes will rise in day-to-day activity. That's why Industrial Dispute Act is very important to maintain the industrial peace and harmony by providing proper settlement in the industry. Already I have discussed about the history of the industrial dispute. Now through this presentation I will briefly explain about definition of the industrial dispute, objective of the industrial dispute, what are the causes for this industrial dispute, and what is the procedure for layoff and retrenchment, as well as what is the rules and regulations for strike and lockout. According to Industrial Dispute 1947, section 2K describe about definition of the industrial dispute. Industrial dispute means any dispute or difference between employers and employers, or between employers and workmen, or between workmen and workmen, which is connected with the employment or non-employment, or the terms of employment, or with the condition of labor of any person. It means not only dispute with employer and employee, it might be employer and employers, between employers and workmen, between workmen and workmen, which is connected with the employment. Objective of the Industrial Dispute Act 1947. In India, right to protest is fundamental right under the Article 19, but this act is to prevent illegal strikes and lockout and to avoid unfair labor practices. Even Industrial Dispute Act 1947 Schedule 5 describe about what are the unfair labor practices, but this objective is to avoid unfair labor practices and good relationship between the employer and employee. What are the causes for this industrial dispute? Demand for higher wages and allowances. Since cost of living index is increasing, worker generally they will higher wages for meet their cost of living index in increase the standard of living. Demand for payment of bonus. In India, what happened? Increase the causes of industrial dispute. Workers feel that they should have greater share in the profit in the organization. That's why this is also main causes for the industrial dispute. Demand for social security, demand for improved labor welfare. These are also main causes for this industrial dispute. In Industrial Dispute Act 1947, four main elements are there. First one is strike, second one is lockout, third one is layoff, and retrenchment of the workmen. Strike is very powerful weapon used by the trade union and other labor associations to get their demand accepted. It means strike is a work stoppage caused by mass refusal of employees to work. Before going to the strike, they have to follow the procedure of the strikes and lockout of section 22. Before going to the strike, issue of the notice of strike is mandatory. Notice of strike according to Industrial Dispute Act 1947, Karnataka Rules 1957, they have to follow the Rule 72. 72 is describe about notice of strike to be given by the workmen in public utility services shall be in form number L. They have to give the form number L and then they can go for the strike. Then issue of the notice of strike is mandatory. The date of strike must not be within the 6 weeks from the date of issue of the strike notice. The date of strike must not be within 14 days of giving such notice. Then there should be a no strike on any day before the date specified in the strike notice. And if conciliation process is going on, then we can go for strike. Then we cannot go for the strike. What are the types of the strikes? Economic strikes. Under this type of strike, labor stop their work to enforce their economic demands such as wages, allowances, HRAs, which is related to the economics. And sympathetic strike, when the worker of unit of industry go on strike in the sympathy with another worker industries. It means who are already in the strike. Example, textile industry employees or workers go on sympathy with the help to the engineering industry. General strike, as you all know, it means strike by members of all or most of the union, region or industry. Sit down strike, it's called as a pen down or tool down strike. In this type of workers do not absent themselves from their work, but when they are in the strike, they keep control over the production facilities but do not work. And as most of the people will use slow down strike, employee remain on their jobs. Under this type of strike, they do not stop the work but they will restrict the production as well as output. As you all know, hunger strike, in this type of form of industrial protest, workmen resort to fasting near the workplace in order to demand the employer to redress their grounds. As an employer, they have their declaring the lockout, they have also follow the procedure of according to section 22 of subsection of 2. Issue of notice of lockout is mandatory. According to Rule 73, notice of lockout to be given by the employer shall be in through form number M. Already we have discussed about form number L. Form number L is for notice of strike. Form number M is for notice of lockout. As said, the notice shall also be displayed in the your organization notice board. As same where existing trade union, their copy of the notice also be served to the secretary of the union. Here as an employer, they have to follow the Rule 74 and 75. Report of notice of strike and lockout shall be sent register post or personally to the conciliation officer. As same, we have to give the copy to the secretary of the government of labor department, labor commissioner, as same concerned district magistrate. And the date of lockout must be within 6 weeks from the date of issue lockout notice. Within 14 days of giving such notice, there should be a no lockout any day before the date specified in the strike notice. The following are the procedures they have to follow. And layoff means the failure or refusal or inability of an employer on account of shortage of coal, power, raw material breakdown of machinery. It means temporary closure of the organization. Before we are going to declare the layoff, we have to follow the rule 76A and rule 76B, and we have to use the form number O1, O2 and O3 for application for permission of layoff under the section 25M of IDEA. Once we have declared the layoff, we have to give the compensation to the workman according to section 25 subsection C. He must not be badly or casual workman. His name must borne on muster rolls on industrial establishment. He or she must completed at least 1 year of continuous service. 1 year continuous service means they have to work for at least 240 days. Then the rate of compensation must be equal to 50% of the total basic plus DA. The compensation can be claimed for the more than 45 days during the period of 12 months. Retrenchment. Retrenchment means the termination by the employer of the service of the workman for any reason. They have to follow the LIFO procedure. Last in first out method should be followed while retrenchment of the worker. Who has joined last shall be retrenched first. Once we decide to retrench any workman employed in industrial establishment, they have to follow according to rule 77, and they have to give the notice through form P. Then they have to give the compensation to the workman also. 1 month notice of retrenchment should be given the worker by the owner. Notice should be include reason retrenchment of the concerned. Already I told about form number P. Then they have given the notice as same. They have to give the compensation as per section 25F of B. Retrenchment worker can claim compensation from the owner under the following procedure: 15 days of salary down every year of services. Example, if they have completed 5 years with the 10,000 rupees salary, then his retrenchment calculations will as follow. Salary down is 10,000, then 15 days means 5,000 rupees is half month salary, then number of services is 5, then it's 20,000 rupees is retrenchment compensation. In the next video, I will discuss about machinery for the settlement of industrial dispute. Authorities, I will discuss about what is conciliation officer, what is work committee, board of conciliations, tribunals, industrial tribunals, labor court and national tribunals. As same, I will discuss about what are the matters comes under schedule 2 and schedule 3. In the next video, I will briefly explain about all the adjudication. Adjudication means legal and ultimate remedy for the settlement of the IDEA Act. Thank you.